What's going on, guys? It's Master Chris 86 back again after a very long absence, but I mean, what's new? That's what I do. I just drop out. But I know I keep saying I'm not going to do this anymore, but I'm trying to get back on track a little bit. I was planning on doing a whole bunch of stuff, and then we got hit with this stupid virus, and literally the whole world came to a complete halt. So I've just been sitting in my house for the past couple months because I'm not essential, and playing a lot of video games. Animal Crossing came out right at the beginning of this quarantine, thank God, because that was a huge distraction for me, and I know a lot of other people out there. And also World of Warcraft Classic. I've been right back into, like, thrown back into the old days, man. I've been playing that game for like 15 years, so it's kind of cool to kind of revisit the old school, like, World of Warcraft, and that's consumed literally all of my time. Which isn't really bad, but at the same time, like, now that things are kind of starting to go back to normal, I gotta kind of break that habit of just exclusively playing games all the time and start making videos again, start doing car stuff, you know, seeing people. I've been like cooped up in my house pretty much alone for about the entire time, the past couple months, so it's getting a little bit much. Yeah, guys, so it's kind of hard to tell, but this isn't the same area that I usually do my videos in. In fact, I had to completely switch rooms. I had a new roommate come in, and I used to be set up in the basement. If you've seen any of my previous videos, I've done a couple of little game room tours. Unfortunately, I had to lose my game room. I had to have a roommate come in, and my setup was in the basement, so I tore everything down and brought it back up into my room. So my room right now, as it is the new game station, the new game room, because before this was a couch in a whole basement, and now it's my bedroom. But it works. Kind of squeezed everything in here, and honestly, I don't think you could even tell on camera, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, so today's video, what the hell am I doing? Well, there's not really much going on. Obviously, I'm not going out to any shows or anything, so figured I'd go around. I get a lot of questions about like different things on my build, different mods and parts that I have. So I figured I would walk around the car and kind of just talk about some shit. And I know I've done a video like this in the past, but I've obviously done a lot to the car since then. So it's kind of, I guess, like a little bit more of an updated walkthrough. Also, talk about possible future plans and things I want to do, because the cars, I mean, no build ever really is done or finished, but all the big things are kind of done. Like, the build is not really coming to an end, but all the big things are. So, you know, I gotta start like nitpicking like fine details and start dialing it in. Plus, I don't know how much more money I want to spend on this freaking build, because I mean, I've already put a lot of money into this car, probably way too much. I mean, I love the car, but still, you know what I mean? Gotta start worrying about some other stuff too. Maybe some other cars, who knows? But yeah, let's go outside and we'll check it out. Let's get it. Got little Abby over here. It's my baby. Yep. Oh, there she is. Dang. I love locking out this door and just seeing this thing. But I don't like seeing that. It's nasty. I gotta wash this thing, man. Maybe I'll do that after this. But yeah, look at my wheels. Ooh. Needless to say, I haven't really been driving. I haven't been doing anything at all. But yeah, you know, let's fire it up, and we'll talk about the car a little bit after obviously the cold circuit. It's about to be loud. So yeah, this is my 2016 Subaru BRZ Limited, and obviously, you know, I've done a little bit of work to it. I bought this car brand new in 2016 with like 8 miles on it, whatever it was, like at the dealership. It actually wasn't even in the country yet. I pre-ordered it, and it's actually funny because I went to a different dealership, and I was actually gonna get a Raven Black FRS at first, right? And I called them up, I asked about it, they said they had one, said it was manual. I asked if it was manual, they said yes. So I went down to go check it out, saw it in the showroom. Me and my buddy looked in the window, we saw the shift boot around it, we're like, oh yeah, man, absolutely. So I went to go sign the check over to the dude, and he's like, yeah, man, I just filled it up with gas. You're gonna love those paddle shifters, man. Real fun to drive. And I was like, paddle shifters. Like, what do you mean paddle shifters? He's like, oh yeah, man, it's got the paddle shifters. And I was like, well, I thought you guys said this was a manual. And he's like, well, you could drive it like a manual. And I was like, all right, bro. So I ended up calling Subaru dealership as soon as I got home from that place, and they said that they just ordered a couple of these things, so I threw it on a down payment, and the rest is history, man. So yeah, let's go take a look at something else too, because I said I got this in 2016, brand new, and this is my daily. This is my only car, my daily. It's been my daily for years. You see that right there? Look at those miles. Just hit 20,000 miles with this thing the other day. Like, wait, how? I mean, granted, I had a WRX for like a year that I drove the piss out of, but I mean, I don't know how I've kept the miles down on this thing, especially because I drive all over the place for shows and whatnot. But I don't really drive too much on like the daily. You know, my daily commute's like 5 minutes on the road, so that's not really much. But yeah, so let's go over some of the mods, huh? So what we got here, baby? So I guess starting in the back here, we've got the Buddy Club V2 taillights, which were pretty cool. I was actually part of the first wave of people to get those when they came in, when they were just released. So I got those, I think, last year, and I had a couple of issues. For some reason, the previous pair that I had, I don't know why, but there was like spider cracks all like around like the seams and the seals. So Buddy Club was real cool. They were just like, yeah, we'll send you out another pair, and then, you know, boom, slapped them right in. This actually needs to get tightened up. Wow. Obviously this is from the V3, the Pandem V3 body kit, which I've done. The diffuser, of course, is from the body kit as well. This is a little oopsie from me, because I backed up over a curb in the middle of the night like an idiot, and it snagged my diffuser and it yanked it, and it ripped the vinyl here. So I just took a little piece and patched it up, but that's got to get redone. Of course, I rebadged my Subaru logo here. I don't know if you can see it in this. It's kind of hard to see here. But yeah, I get asked about the badging a lot. It's actually pretty simple, and I don't know if I want to give away my secret, because nobody seemed to have figured it out, and it's literally the easiest thing. So I'm gonna save that for another time. If you guys are smart, you could probably figure out where I got it. I did not order that. All right, go on to the next thing here. So of course we got my Ford Star custom wheels over here. These deep dish, but they're not really that deep, but I still like these things. My only issue with these wheels really is when I got this, I thought it would look a little bit different in my mind. It's a gloss barrel with a satin black face and then black hardware. And I actually paid extra for the hardware to be black, not realizing that you would not be able to see the hardware at all, or the wheels at all, really. So I'm probably gonna redo the hardware, at least chrome. We'll figure it out. That's actually one of the things I was gonna do for this season, was kind of dial in the wheels a little bit more. Same with my brakes. I'm still on the stock brakes. I just painted the calipers like a teal color. I'm gonna do a full big brake setup, but that's something that was gonna come this season most likely. But I just painted them, so who knows what I end up doing for this season. I might just pull these wheels off and repaint them again a different color. I've modified the doors a little bit. If you haven't seen one of my previous videos, I actually have some installation videos for this thing. But yeah, these doors were probably the most unnecessary thing I probably could have done to this car. I don't know why I did it. I kind of bought them on a whim, and then all right, yeah, so let me fill you guys a little bit more on what happened with these doors. I was tipping pretty hard on like a Friday night. You know, don't be doing online shopping when you're drinking, especially for car parts. But I ordered these things, right? And I was like, nah, man, I gotta cancel that order. What am I thinking, dude? But I got it from FT86 Speed Factory, and everybody knows they have like no customer service like whatsoever. So it was on a Friday night, and I'm like, dude, there's no way they're gonna cancel this thing. I put in a cancellation like email, but by the time I probably reached them, it was the order already processed and went through. So bada bing, bada boom, I'm sitting here one day, and then, you know, I get a knock on my door, and there's vertical doors sitting at my, or vertical door kit sitting on my doorstep. So it's like, you know what, whatever. I got them, put them in. I ended up having to pay more for the installation for these doors than I did for the freaking supercharger, bro. Like, what? it's obnoxious. If I can go back, would I do them again? Hell no. Does it get a lot of attention? Yes. Is it always the right attention? No. Non-car people love them. Some car people like it too, but I get a lot of hate for those things, man, which I think they're kind of cool as hell, but the best part is just flexing like when you get out of like, the grocery store, because non-car people don't know what the hell they're even looking at when they see this thing. They're just like, ooh, dude, it's a bright green car with vertical doors, man. It must be an exotic or something. But I mean, hey, I like the compliments, so I'll keep it going, you know. But yeah, man. Obviously, I've done a lot more than just exterior stuff too. So let's pop the hood. Of course, I got it bagged. You know, that's one thing I need to do too, is figure out a better place for my remote. I'm thinking about like just drumming out a spot over here and attaching it somewhere over here near like the center console, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. But airlift 3P. There's a leaf. I don't know where this is. Yeah, here's my setup. Here's the tank. Got the 2 compressors back there, and all the management is under here, tucked away. So I might do something different in the trunk, obviously. Maybe clean it up a little bit more so it's a little bit, I guess, presentable. It's pretty basic right now. It's definitely cleaned up, but I mean, there's a lot more I could be doing. Boom, there we go, the heart of the beast. The Edelbrock E4 supercharger, went on about a year ago. Big difference, much needed for these cars. One thing I was planning on doing this year was actually getting it tuned, taking it to a dyno, seeing what kind of numbers, the base numbers we have right now with just what I've put on it, and then see what we can squeeze out of it with an actual tune. So that's still potentially coming in the future. I mean, it is gonna happen in the future, just I don't know when. We gotta wait for the stupid virus shit to end, or chill out a little bit at least. But yeah, man, so big moves on this thing. This car definitely needs the extra power too, especially once I put the big body kit and the 3-piece wheels on. This thing was a slug. I remember driving it home like right after I put the wheels on and the body kit, and I was like, what the hell happened to this car, dude? This thing sucks even more than it did before. So the exhaust setup, it's actually really basic. It's the NVIDIA N1. I got it super cheap, and actually got it right before they started doing price drops, like 4 years ago or something like that. So it kind of sucked because they dropped like the price like 200 bucks like a week after I bought it. But I was kind of iffy about it at first, and then I changed the header. So I got the unequal length header, which is the FT86 Speed Factory unequal length catless header. Jeez, it's a mouthful. And then catless 2.5-inch front pipe. And yeah, this thing stinks. I'm standing right behind it now. It smells like a dumpster. But this is the only rep piece that's on this car. This is a Leg Sport style carbon fiber wing. I just got it off of eBay, I think it was. Real last minute. I was planning on getting something different in the future, but I honestly ended up liking this one a lot, and I was like, I'm just gonna stick with it. So clear coat's peeling up a little bit in the edges. I mean, what do you expect? But I'll probably just gonna get that refinished and keep this thing, because I really like the way it looks, to be perfectly honest. So there's that. Obviously it took off the louvers that I used to have on here, and I put the roof spoiler, the roof diffuser on here, which I like way better. Makes the car look a lot more clean. Took off the diffuser, took off the louvers on the side window here. Got the rain guards, some stickers. All right, guys, let's shut her down and head in. Actually, you know what? Hit the exhaust a couple times, then we'll head inside. Huh? Boom, and that's that. So yeah, let's go finish it up. We'll go wrap it up inside. All right, baby, back inside. So yeah, like I said, you know, you've seen what I've done. It's a couple of things, you know, ain't much, but I'm just kidding. I've spent way too much in this car. One we'll see what I do in the future moving forward. I'm just pretty much playing the waiting game until this thing is over so I can actually go do things with the car. I did so much to it last year and I feel like I haven't even been able to really like enjoy it. What am I saying? I had mad fun with it last year, but I haven't enjoyed it this season, and that's still a lot for me. So here's hoping you guys are safe out there and that things start opening up for everyone real soon and everyone stays completely healthy and alive. But thank you for watching, guys. I'll definitely be putting out more videos very soon. We're gonna get this stuff rolling again, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out. Take it sleazy. Peace.